the biggest catfish in the world. Although it isn't the cutest animal in the world, there's something in the catfish that surprises us. It could be its weird looks, but there's something in particular that will leave you with your mouth open because of its huge size. How big do you think this catfish is? Let's run the bets. Big family. In the complex sea world, we find a particular species which is easy to identify because of its characteristically long mustaches. The catfish, also known as bullheads. They're part of the Siluriformes. These animals are divided in 33 different families, which have 400 genres and 3,093 species around the world, which approximately 1,200 live in the American continent. Catfishes form part of the Eridos and Plotocetes family, who live in saltwater, while the other ones live in rivers and sweetwater. Looking for a giant sea creature. Catfish are one of the most wanted fish by the humans when it comes to fishing because they can be found in different sizes, species, temperatures, and places around the world. A 10-year-old kid or an old adult can hunt one of the many kinds of catfish. These can measure from 1 inch to really scary dimensions over 6.5 feet in length. Also, they can weigh more than 661 pounds. It's known that these animals feed with phytoplankton, but, in general, it's known that they're carnivores, with night being the best time to eat. If you thought that the fact that it's distributed all around the world and having some famous mustaches were the only special characteristics about this fish, you're wrong. The catfish has a lot of features that make this one of the most amazing animals ever. The electric catfish lives in the Nile River and in Central Africa, and it's able to give some scary electroshocks, equal or even worse to the electric eel. It's not recommendable to walk without shoes and a guide if you're around the African continent. Also, there's a species called the walking catfish, Chloruus batrachus, which can be found in the southeast part of Asia. This species is able to move around as if it were an athlete, using its strong fins as if they were arms. This maneuver is used in dry and rainless seasons. Its tail is used as a support for its couple of fins, and also making strong and dynamic movements that serve to travel through dry and wet zones, with the objective of surviving. A fact about the catfish is that it uses the spines on its pectoral fin to encrust them in the ground and move its body forward. It's basically used as a kind of pole. It would be a great contender in the Olympic Games, right? It's known that these catfishes are able to breathe outside of water through a mechanism placed on its bronchial arc, which transforms into a perfect air chamber for the fish. This method helps it survive until it's underwater again. This kind of event usually happens in rainless and high dryness seasons. The Catfish God. As we all know, catfishes are no doubt one of the most interesting species in nowadays nature. Its popularity is so big that during 2015, an Italian fisher named Dino Ferrari caught one of the biggest species ever seen by humans. It was Pimelodus albicans, which was cataloged as the biggest catfish ever after being hunted in the Po River near the Adriatic Sea in Italy. This big river in northern Italy is known for having an incredible quantity of fishes, so it's really common for fishing fans from Europe to travel to these zones with the objective of fishing a few catfishes in this habitat. The species Mr. Ferrari captured measured 9 feet and weighed 881.8 pounds. It was as big as an adult crocodile from salty waters. According to specialists in professional fishing, capturing an 11-pound catfish is an exhaustive and funny experience because they're known for being one of the most resistant fishes when it comes to being fished and taken to the surface. This is why catfish don't only surprise us for their huge sizes and weight, but also for this incredible milestone that was achieved after a 40-minute fight between a boat, brute strength, and all the experience Dino Ferrari had against this big catfish, which was carried to the shores of the Po River and later to obtain the title for the biggest catfish ever. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a like, subscribe to our channel, activate the notification bell, and share with your friends. We'll see you in the next TrendMax video.